Um, okay, KSI, we are getting this weekly update underway. For those of you that don't know what this weekly update entails, it's basically a 1 hour long program we're going to be doing weekly. It's going to go over news and notes from KSI and then just, gaming information like, Halo 4 review, which we're going to be doing today. I want to introduce the panel first off. We're just going to go down the list. For anyone that doesn't know, though, I am KSI Imperium 7. I'm the div leader. And I'm working right now with Illusion to bring you guys this live stream. Matt, do you want to go, or do you want to just skip down to Airborne? Okay. Okay, Airborne, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to KSI?
I'm KSI Airborne, and I am GG's third captain.
Okay, Lucy?
I'm Lucy, and I was just extremely distracted because I found out I can have 8 mantises on. I'm having.
Shut up! Answer the question. God damn it.
What? Please, come on, we all know who I am. I'm the asshole, Lucy, and all that other stuff.
Okay, Saro.
I'm Saro, and I'm Rage DM Sergeant.
Creamy?
I'm Dr. Creamy, and I'm the General of Unity, GZ.
Okay, and Darkness.
I'm Dognus, and I'm co-founder over in Force Induction.
Okay, and I don't think Kiki's back yet, but if she is, she can interrupt me. Okay, so we're going to get the date started basically by going over some notes from the previous week's meetings. Basically, every squad should have, been informed of these notes during yesterday's meetings. I'll start off first with the Halo 4 side of things. We're going to talk a little bit real fast about changes that Halo 4 has forced us to make, namely the uniforms. Everyone knows that's moving over to Halo 4 that the uniforms are changing or have changed, where the armor primary color reflects your division, your armor secondary will reflect your squad, and your service tag reflects your rank. Real fast, I do want to, if anyone wants to speak up in the party, in the panel, I want to, does anyone have any thoughts or discussion points about this new emblem, what you guys feel about it?
Nope. No one cares.
I personally haven't seen it, so I wouldn't be able to say anything about it, really.
Yeah, basically in Halo 4 there are no, there's no numbers. There's no numbers, so we can't do the numbers for the captains or the 7s, lieutenants. And most of the emblems you actually have to unlock. It gives you like a stock, 5 emblem pack, basically useless for, KSI ranks. So it really has made things a little bit more difficult. Honestly, I think it's fine. I think the way everything's going, I think it gets things going quite well. It's no different than Call of Duty. Though Halo, the way we did it in Halo Reach, I think was perfect. But this is just no different than the way we do it in Call of Duty Squad. So I don't see a problem with it. I think everything with it, it's pretty much about as good as we could get it. Moving on with other things that came out of the notes. I do want to go into this in detail. I do want to get a discussion going with this. Lockdown. I know everyone knows that KSI is moving into week 349 of the lockdown. Not really. It's really been around for 2.5 months. But it does feel like a lot longer. I do want to talk about the lockdown, though. I want to get some of the panel to include their thoughts on the lockdown, because this is something that, we must take very seriously. It is something that, is necessary. And I really don't believe it adds any more stress to, squad activities. But, any panel member in here, Creamy, that's, breathing like a fool, wants to include any of their thoughts on the lockdown. So nobody in the panel wants to talk about the lockdown at all.
Yeah. No one's really immune to the lock. Oh, whatever. But no one's really immune to the lockdown. I know you don't like it, but you still have to follow it. It's there for a reason. I don't know. I mean, It's eventually going to get overturned pretty soon. I mean, another month or two, but I mean, it's pretty annoying, and I'm bad about not closing my parties, so I understand completely.
You know, I mean, and the thing is, it's kind of funny. The way the lockdown works, it's kind of stuff that, you know, we should pretty much already have in process besides the closing of the parties. You know, extra background checks and squad checkups and stuff like that. I mean, the generals and the officers should be doing that anyway, getting the new members in. I mean, like, I want to, you know, maybe Creamy, you know, have you seen anything different happening in Unity as a result of the lockdown, really from the way it was before?
I mean, I think people are more focused. Like, people stop interrupting what I'm saying in parties. Kind of nice, but
Jamie isn't even there.
other than that, nothing really.
So you haven't seen any changes?
I mean, you know, no one's really interrupting, like, the things that I'm saying, which is kind of nice, but other than that, people have just been focused and on task, and other than just trying to remember to keep your party invite only, like, it's not really a hassle for anyone, I don't think.
What about you, Airborne? Have you seen any difference in Pride from the point that the lockdown started? I believe it's sometime in September.
Not really. I was in KSI for like a week, and then the lockdown started. I mean, it doesn't really affect anything. Everything can be done just as easily if there wasn't a lockdown. So what? No parties. It's not a big deal. I close my parties anyways, so randoms just don't join.
Yeah, and I believe, you know, the importance of it, you know, is really instrumental. It's really a good safeguard, you know. It's something I always try to remind you guys. I know you guys in GZ, anyone that's listening in, knows I'm always hounding people about lockdown procedures and everything. But, you know, it's just an extra safeguard that we can take. It's very simple stuff. We're not asking anybody to do anything outlandish, anything crazy. I really do believe that, you know, at the end of the day, I really don't think it adds that much hassle, but I think, you know, that the peace of mind it provides is absolutely, you know, great. It's something, you know, that can put us all a little bit of at ease about some of the things that are going on around us.
Absolutely. I feel the exact same way.
Hey, so with the lockdown, you know, like I said, everybody, you know, there have been a lot of complaints about it, but honestly, it's nothing, you know, it's nothing too much. I think everyone is, you know, for the most part, the majority of KSI has responded very well to it. And as Sarah said, you know, it's going, you know, how long it'll last, it's not really known. It, you know, I wouldn't expect it to last terribly much longer, but, you know, even if it did, it's just providing that extra line of protection. Moving on, though, I do want to get into the fun stuff because I think the big difference between KSI, you know, today and KSI a week ago is probably that, you know, Halo 4 came out. And I do want to just talk, I do want to start on, you know, a good discussion. I really think we can get a lot talked about, and considering everyone in this party, I believe, has Halo 4, or except for Darkness, but I'm sure he can add something in. You know, what are you guys' thoughts about Halo 4? You know, do you like it? Is it better than Reach? Is it better than Halo 3? Are you going to dump it tomorrow and go get Black Ops? You know, what are you guys' thoughts?
Better than Reach by far. I find it a lot easier to play and maneuver, and I just like the way the party system is, and I think it's a lot easier, user-friendly than Reach. Gameplay, someone said it was like Halo 3 because I got it a few days later, and it is a lot like Halo 3. It has that feel that's a little bit different than Reach. That's a little bit easier for maybe non-Halo players to get into it.
Yeah, well, now that there's the SWAT teams, and they can go back up, and they're pretty much going to add everything that Reach had and more in like a month or two, so it's not really a big deal just to wait that long, because it goes over pretty well. Like, the SWAT, it feels good. The pistol's good now. It doesn't completely suck. And, yeah, it's just a lot better because of the graphics and everything.
Yeah, I'm going to throw this one out there. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. Maybe I'm complaining about something that really does not need to be complained about. The melee system to me seems a little bit off. I remember in Halo 3 you could lock onto them and get them, even if they jump off a ledge. In Halo 4 it seems like, meleeing it became a little bit more difficult. A little bit
No,
more,
the assassination still does that.
Like I said, it might just be that I suck at Halo. I'm much more of a Call of Duty
Yeah,
person,
it's
but
probably that.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
probably is.
I've been playing a little bit better since Chaos told me that fish stick, I think, is like basically aims and shoots more like Call of Duty. But I keep throwing grenades instead of punching, and yeah, it's bad.
Speaking of similarities, I heard there was kill streaks on Halo.
There is
They're like ordinances.
kinda.
They're like, yeah, kind of like kill streaks.
Well, I mean,
That's
it's
pretty
kind
awesome.
of like...
I might have to get it up just for that.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like, there aren't as many weapons on the maps anymore. So, like, they pretty much, after a while, you can just get one, and you can get a saw, a needler, you can get a speed boost, damage boost, defensive boost, and you can just get all these things that, like, no real, like, vehicles or, like, rockets from the sky or anything. No, it's nothing like that. It's just a weapon or a boost. So it's really pretty nice.
Let's be honest here. The speed boost is amazing. I think it's awesome.
Quite sexy.
Oh, that thing, if you could get that and capture the flag, you'd have a crackhead's welcome for everything.
I know. And then also, what is it? What is it, the Mantis? I just keep calling it Mr. Roboto. I really don't have a term for it. I haven't even looked at what it is. All I know is that thing is amazing.
Yeah, I got 25 kills in it once.
Well, if you've got Metalhead in the game, trust me, it makes a great distraction, and it usually gives you enough time to kill theirs.
This is just so dumb. Anyone that's played with me knows I'm horrible at Halo, but whenever I have, Mr. Roboto, I went 20-0 and captured the flag, and I was pretty proud of myself for that. And also, it's really, it's really awesome because you can actually, stomp with it. If you melee while in it, you get to just stomp people, which is amazing. But I mean, what about favorite weapons? Favorite ways to kill people? Does anyone have a new favorite weapon in Halo 4?
Sniper's the best ever. The snapshot. I know, the snapshot. Snapshot.
I don't know. Does anyone here like the incineration cannon? I think
I hate that cannon.
It's a beast if someone has it. It's really overpowered. But if you have it, you're in good shape. But if you don't, you're screwed. Pretty much is how that goes.
That reminds me of mine with someone that had it, and like...
Well, I don't think everyone can keep... He's so excited he can't even keep speaking.
Yeah, like, my mic fell out there. It's a bad mic, but, no, he was, like, just camping invisible and everything, and just shoot me out of nowhere.
You know what? Also, I like the saw. I like getting the saw in the ordnance. That thing is amazing. But, I mean, I don't want to give away anything with campaign, but, what do you guys think about the campaign? You guys like the story, even if people haven't finished it,
Yeah, the one thing I've been hearing everyone say is that the campaign's too short. It doesn't live up. Everyone seems to be a little disappointed with the length. But I think it's alright. And granted, I haven't finished it yet, but it plays out pretty nicely. Like,
well, I mean, I heard that, you can do co-op in Legendary in about 4 hours. If you do co-op. And that just seems crazy short. But
yeah.
I believe this is also the first part of a trilogy that they brought it as a trilogy. So,
yeah, it's a Reclaimer trilogy or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even a big Halo person, so I don't even know really the story. Like, people were talking about the ending, and everyone's like, I don't want to hear the ending. And then I'm sitting over here thinking, I'm only playing this for multiplayer. I don't even care. I think I'm like one of the 1% that doesn't, care about the story terribly much. But what do you guys think about the switch from Bungie to 343? I know 343 came out of Bungie, but, you like what they've done with the game, bringing it more towards like a Call of Duty-esque style? Or, do you guys miss, the classic Halo 3 kind of style?
They've done something good with it. Like, I don't really have any problems with it because, like, except the beatdown. The beatdown just sucks now, but, like, the assassinations are a lot smoother. They're a lot easier.
Oh, dude, the assassination, brilliant.
I know, except
Yeah, those are all.
I like. I don't know what the name of it is apart from the tackle kill. It like basically looks like you blomp a motherfucker and like smack the head into the floor.
It's the flood one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call that the glomp attack, just because it's just like I'm gonna hug you so hard it kills you.
Quite sexy.
Yeah, and I just want to randomly say, for those of you that are watching and posting in the chat box, by all means, when we're talking about these discussion posts, include in your comments, and we'll take your comments and read them out here. If we find a really good comment, or even if you have a discussion question yourself, if you want to ask, the panel a question about what's going on with Halo 4, like if someone wants to ask, what's your favorite map, which I'm going to ask right now. Is there a favorite map for any of you guys in multiplayer that you really like, or
Haven.
any map you hate? Haven.
Break just commented that Spartan Ops is like its own campaign in Halo 4.
It's better than the campaign, in my opinion. Like, it's really good, and it's fun. Some of them are kind of short, but they're really good.
Just more in general. It's kind of nice, have more shit to do.
Also, I'm really digging the fact that there's no more bloom on the sights when you really go fast, like with your, DMR battle rifle. You can go back to the Halo 3, just rapid fire.
Yeah, so all the DMR freaks can sit at long range and just spam, every single fucking shot's gonna hit you. That's the only reason they fucking did it, was just to stop people bitching about it.
It needs to have more recoil, because, like, the gun has no recoil, so you can just fire from so far just easily, and it's just annoying.
Well, I never remember the name of them. Whichever one that 3-shot burst one is, I fucking hate that gun with a passion.
Battle rifle?
Yeah, I hate that gun with a passion, because
that gun's overpowered.
at medium range, you can usually rage on. At long range, you're going to pretty much miss with every single shot, and at short range, good fucking luck. Like, if you can kill people with full auto on that point blank, you're at least doing something right.
I mean, I was playing SWAT today because it came out, and it's pretty annoying when everyone's using the DMR, and then there's just this one guy using the battle rifle.
The battle rifle doesn't seem like it's the same that it was in Halo 3. I mean, I think I do prefer the DMR to that. I mean, everyone was so excited battle rifle's coming back, but honestly, I think it might be nerfed a bit. I feel like the DMR is a better alternative, at least for myself.
SWAT's a different story.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. I know one of the biggest complaints I know from everyone in GZ, at least, I remember hearing about this is, the game sucks because there's no SWAT. Because everyone likes to play SWAT, at least in that division. And SWAT is officially back. I think they finally added it in to the normal public matchmaking. Is there did they add another game type, or is SWAT the only one they've added in thus far?
No, only that and the new chapters of Spartan Ops.
Yeah, I know everyone's waiting for Griffball. Once Griffball drops, people are going to be very happy.
Yeah, I did in the meeting on Sunday, I did it with Unity, and we played a giant game of Griffball on custom.
Okay, I fucking hate SWAT on here already.
Well, yeah, so tell me, Airborne or Lucy, since you guys have actually played it and I have not played SWAT yet, those guns, does the battle rifle actually, kick more ass than the DMR in SWAT? Is there a difference?
In the game I'm in, somebody just got a fucking triple kill from a single fucking trigger pull. Yeah, because we were all running in a line, so he's just gone fucking shot for shot, straight through 3 fucking heads.
Something that I noticed, something that I noticed that I liked about about Halo 4 is that you can, like, instead of just running with every gun, you run at the same speed. If you're running with, like, say, the sniper, you run slower. Then with, like, the pistol, you're running freaking fast, and you can just assassinate. And it's good in SWAT because it just shoots faster now, and it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's actually what I'm using right now, because that fucking rifle's doing screw all in my hands at the moment, so...
Well, I mean, and, for the normal playlist, also, I want to just bring this up because we're going to get this discussion, ended in the next minutes. they brought the normal ranking structure, kind of like a Call of Duty thing, where you rank up and then you apparently can prestige and stuff. I know Illusion's been talking about it. I think some other people have that they're going to have like rank playlists that are going to have a ranking structure similar to Halo 3, where your rank is basically how good you are. I remember Halo 3. I'm not going to lie. I think the highest I ever got in Halo 3 was a 31. Again, not that great. I was more of a Call of Duty guy. But when this new stuff comes out, are you guys going to be moving towards the rank playlist to see how high your skill level can get?
Hell
See if you
no.
get back up to 50?
Mm-hmm.
Or you stick with social?
Yeah, my shit's gonna be raped. My KD's already fucking bad enough as it is, so yeah, fuck screwing it up even more.
I got like a 1.5 KD. I was playing like big team earlier. I had like 47 kills.
What?
Yeah.
I think
that.
all yesterday I only got 47 kills. I played like all day. This is not even fair.
Yeah, I'll upload that to my file share.
I mean, and that's the thing is whenever I play this stuff, I normally just play for fun, like with the squads and stuff. I'm not very good, and I think if I ever start playing Griffball in the custom games or whenever they come out on public, I think I'll just be the guy just launching the Griffball across the map. Since for those of you that don't know, you can throw the Griffball now. You can actually throw the ball and just dropping it. And so when you're playing, it's a lot more like rugby or football than Griffball.
If you want to play some good KSI Pineapple, he's good at it. I played with him like yesterday, I think. And he's freaking amazing at it. Like, he scored like...
Oh, really, teammate? Oh, sorry, I'm being team killed by a retard who is apparently so colorblind he just killed all of our own team.
So, is there anybody here that's an expert on Spartan Ops? Because I'm definitely not. Does anyone want to really dive into that? Explain to the crowd what Spartan Ops is, what it does?
It's campaign, but the score you get from it counts for your multiplayer kind of level up progress and shit. So that in itself is actually kind of nice.
It's also like when the Infinity first gets to like Requiem, whatever you want to call it, I'm pretty sure, and it's like all around the planet, and you're doing just missions for like checking on the science teams that are always dead when you go find them, and yeah, you're pretty much just, it's not Master Chief's story, it's what the other Spartans on the Infinity are doing.
Yeah, so far it's what, Crimson Team, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I just want to throw in my own funny thing. The prologue, okay, I only played one mission, so I can only talk about one mission. In the prologue, I laughed because you're out in like the middle of space with no gravity, and like everyone's like firmly on the ground, and then you start killing grunts and killing people, and then they just start floating off when they're dead. I don't know why, that really made me laugh. I thought it'd be cooler, like if you could be like in a dome of like absolutely no gravity, just like floating around, just shooting people with no control.
Oh, you can do that in Forge World or whatnot, man. You can set up a gravity. Fuck, I'm being destroyed. You can set up and spawn killed by my teammate again.
Shut up. Your statement.
I will as soon as a red retard stops shooting red team members. It's fucking irritating.
But, overall, real fast, guys, I just want to get your opinions, For anyone out there that hasn't gotten Halo 4 or doesn't know if they want it or anything, would you guys recommend that they go get Halo 4, or would you recommend that, they stay away? Maybe get Black Ops 2?
Definitely get Halo 4.
Yeah, well, I mean, Black Ops 2 is probably good, but they haven't changed the way the physics and the engine is. They haven't changed it since, I don't know which Call of Duty. It's been a long time, though. And so it's pretty much the same game with updated graphics and new game modes like zombies. Zombies is a different story, though. It's always different, never the same, really.
And that's what we're going to get into. What have you guys heard about Black Ops 2? I know that it's currently, 2:30 Central Standard Time in the United States. I know Black Ops 2 releases later tonight. I'll probably end up getting it at some point, but tell me. I know the biggest complaint I think I hear from a lot of people that Black Ops might not get Black Ops is the fact that the Call of Duty franchise seems to be kind of running thin. That every game is like the previous game, and it's starting to get a little bit boring. Have any of you guys heard the same things or heard that if they're up anything?
I personally have, but from what I've seen, they're changing it. And like futuristic. I like the fact that they're updating it to make it more futuristic. Like, they're trying to update it to maybe have less complaints about that, but then the same people that are complaining that it's changing too much, that, oh, why did they have to make it from the future when the old game was like this? Or, I'm hearing complaints from both ends, and it's like, I think it's because it has the trademark of Call of Duty. People are just going to complain about it regardless. I got both games. I would personally definitely invest in Black Ops 2, but I think people are just going to complain either way. And some people, they still get Call of Duty because they like the way it plays. So they don't like the change up, or if it did change, it would change a little bit because that's what draws into it. I like the way it plays. So it just depends on the person.
The thing that made all of the Call of Duties different and popular is when they totally changed the settings. Like when Modern Warfare came out, it was a big deal. And they were like, oh wow, this is a modern one. They haven't done something like this. And they go to World at War. World at War, oh, this is interesting. It's new. It's different. I like Battlefield better personally, but I don't know.
Well, I know for Call of Duty they always switched up between Treyarch and Infinity Ward, and I don't know if anybody here agrees with me or not. I always thought Infinity Ward was much better for Call of Duty than Treyarch was.
Agreed.
Treyarch was they had to add in zombies because no one wanted to buy their stuff. I do like zombies a lot. It's a great thing to play when you're drunk with friends, eating Cheez-Its and salami with drinking fine wine. But, this game, like I said, I think I'm going to get it. I hope they changed it up enough where, I just feel myself that ever since Call of Duty 4, which is what I really got my start on the Xbox with, every game I seem to be getting less and less interested in. I really enjoyed 4. I thought that was the best one. And then ever since then, it seems like every game I play less and less. I just can't get into them anymore. Has anybody here heard anything does anyone have any information about new kill streaks or new guns or new ways to play it?
Pretty much everything has changed. It's just such a different setting.
Yeah. They're releasing Nuketown with the pre-order, I think.
Yeah.
As a playable map. And then they're supposed to be changing up zombies pretty drastically. I've heard that everything's going to be changed up a lot.
I heard someone said, but I don't know if that's true.
They definitely updated the zombies to definitely feel, but I like the fact that it's going to be a campaign kind of mode. I don't know much about it, but you can actually play with, I think, 8 people now. They actually incorporated you can play with more people, and
really?
You actually get to drive a vehicle, and I'm pretty sure, but you actually get to fight a vehicle and battle different locations on one map, and I thought that was really neat because zombies really is, if people don't buy it for the multiplayer or the story mode, they buy it for just the zombies, and I think they really went all out for it to grab for it. So they did change a lot, especially the zombies. I think that should be interesting.
I have not watched any commercials. I remember I have to admit, I love Black Ops 1. I really like the original Black Ops. I like the way the story played. I like the way that everything went. I liked being JFK, killing zombies. With Black Ops 2, I know they're moving a little bit more into the future. Is it still who's the enemy in campaign mode? Who are you going against? Or what sides are there to take as far as what they're doing? We all know how like I said, Black Ops. Who were you? You were that CIA, whatever he was, guy. And there was a lot with Russians invading the United States. Is that the sort of stuff that Black Ops 2 you should come to expect, or is there going to be a different enemy?
I heard something along the lines of humans versus robots kind of deal.
Yeah, it makes sense. They had this video, and I guess they kind of lose control of the VC, but I guess someone takes control, so probably going against the person who's controlling those robots.
We always used to make the joke, and this is back all the way with, I think, when Black Ops originally came out, we were always saying, my friends and myself always talked about how eventually Call of Duty and Halo would just merge together, where the modern warfare aspect of Call of Duty would eventually die out, where they need to move into the future, and before you know it, Halo and Call of Duty are no longer two different games. Basically, they're going after the same target audience because there's only so much you can do. I mean, dude, you can't really go back in time anymore. No one wants to play as the Mongols riding up on horses and throwing spears. People, they want technology and they want exciting, they want boom, they want explosions. So, I think, with this game, it looks like they're definitely moving forward. Now, you guys tell me. I know 343 came out of Bungie, and, Halo hasn't really released anything since Reach. I know we'll talk about it next week, I think, after, people have had a week to digest Black Ops, but at least from what you guys see or think, what approach do you guys think is better? Halo coming out every 2 to 3 years or Call of Duty coming out seemingly every year?
I'm probably going to have to say Halo because, they put so much more time into it. It's not just the story for Call of Duty is kind of repetitive. After the bad guy did this and this, and it's pretty much the same every time. I mean, sometimes there's different twists. Like, I liked Modern Warfare 2. That's the best campaign for any Call of Duty, in my opinion. I loved playing as the U.S. in, D.C. on the Eastern Seaboard, and it was just cool. But Halo, the story is not always the same. Go from Combat Evolved. It's different from, Halo 4. It's different from Halo 2. Halo 2, you became the Arbiter in parts, and Halo 3 was different. ODST was a bit of a shake-up. But
ODST was awesome, though, because you got that Halo 3 multiplayer disc with all the maps already on there. That was nice.
Yeah.
I personally, I love Call of Duty. That's the first game I really played, but I love that Halo does take time with their games. But Call of Duty, once you think about it, they do come out every year, but if you think about the developers, they come out every other year when you think of Treyarch, Infinity, where they trade off. And I like that Modern Warfare, all 3 games. I hate the multiplayer Modern Warfare 3, but I like the story mode and how they all tied in. It kept you hooked in, and I loved the innings in Modern Warfare 3 because it was like, oh man, you're in the Juggernaut suit and you're going to get this mother chucker who's been messing up your life for so many years. I mean, the story mode was just amazing. And with Halo, granted, I like the way they have the story, but it is a little bit different. But I think the story to Call of Duty Modern Warfare was a great franchise. In Black Ops, I like the way that they do that. And, I mean, they do come out every year, but when you think about it, the developers do it every other year when you think of Treyarch and Infinity Ward trading off. So, I mean, I like both games. I like that Halo does take a little bit of time, but you guys can't deny Halo Reach, it was getting kind of boring. It was like, oh, man, we gotta have a new Halo coming soon because it just, I felt like they took too long, but they made the game right. So I like that they take their time.
Personally, I think that Call of Duty coming out every year pretty much is perfect. It's right on time. By the time that year comes up, you're ready for a new one. You're ready for a new drop, a new map, a new something. If something new's not coming out, there's something wrong with Call of Duty series. So Black Ops 2 coming out is right on schedule, I think.
Yeah.
And definitely you look at the target, what they're going for. Halo is more fanatical, a little bit more fantasy. Not fantasy. I'll call it sci-fi, but, who knows where we're going to be in, the 2500s. Maybe we will have that stuff going on. But, the 2 different audiences, they definitely give them what each of them wants. I mean, there's a reason these are the 2 most, formidable forces, as far as online, first-person shooters. And like I said, we can go ahead and get into an argument about Battlefield in another day, but it's just for for Call of Duty, for Halo, they both get their product done correctly, and I really, like I said, there's not very much to complain about. I don't foresee any games that they're ever going to drop that are really just going to be duds. I just can't see it. And anybody that wants to call ODST a dud, ODST wasn't even a real game. They basically said, oh, well, we need to have some sort of filler between 3 and Reach. So let's just drop this and you'll get a free disc. So,
what's your opinion on Halo Wars?
Halo Wars, see, oh man, we don't even have time for that. Oh man. But see, that strategy stuff, I could not get into it. I love strategy though, I just could not get into it. And I'm going to start moving this forward. You know what? We're going to talk about that on another day. We're just going to get into a huge game discussion and just totally nerd and geek out. But let's move forward a little bit. We do have Kiki here, and she was not around when we first did our initial introductions and stuff, but Kiki is the queen of events and Weekend Warfare. So, Kiki, do you want to talk about any things coming up with Weekend Warfare in the next couple weeks?
I do know that, of course, I have to be on the lookout for the Black Ops thing that the leaders are going to be doing, but on the 24th, that weekend, the exact date I'm not sure, we are going to be having a Minecraft scavenger hunt hosted by Paratroop and Major Payne and Vegas and Junior. Like, a lot of my staff are really interested in this, and, it's just the fact of it's going to be made in creative mode, but it's going to be one person for themselves. They're going to have a list of things to find, and there's going to be this one item that seals the deal. They're going to have like 2-3 hours finding stuff, and working on a prize for it. But it's fun to build stuff in Minecraft, but we want to try something a little bit different and do a scavenger hunt. And of course, they won't be in creative mode when we do the scavenger hunt. But Minecraft is still a very popular game, so we're going to try that. And of course, we're going to try to have Halo 4 tournaments and Black Ops 2 tournaments, and just incorporate these newer popular games. And of course, I've taken suggestions. So Weekend Warfare, we're gonna have more staff for you guys, and eventually get 2 events per week. So people, it helps with activity. You don't have to worry about a game night every night if you have an event once or twice a week that they can go to. So I would definitely, be on the lookout for those, and definitely check out the site's calendar. We do put up events, at least 2 weeks ahead of time, so just keep on the lookout for that.
Sounds like an amazing thing. I like Weekend Warfare. And I guess, also, Kiki's always looking for help. Go to the tourney and event section. You can always fill out, an app and see if Kiki wants to let you into her domain, let you help out with that stuff. It's a great way to get, involved. It's always great to give back a little bit and to really help things move forward.
Yeah.
Please,
say something real quick?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the Minecraft Weekend Warfare, they're good. I did the last one, I think, and I was on the winning team for it, and it was really good. The Minecraft ones are fun, and they're
they're incredibly fun.
Yeah.
And we'll move from one sort of, I guess, Weekend Warfare is sort of, kind of web ops, not really, but we'll move on to it. I'll use the lead into Creamy here, talking about the ASC. It's a new program started by headed by who was it? XLY.
Yeah.
And it's based around academic support, and I like Creamy as a staff member of the ASC, kind of pitch it a little bit, and go ahead, Creamy.
Well, the ASC, as you said, already brought up by Flying, or XLY. He came up with it basically so we could have something completely original and unique to KSI, which is us actually having the ability to have people who are like well-trained or well-versed in a certain subject and have life experience, in that subject, help people who are going through school right now, who are either trying to write papers for college or studying for tests in high school, so that they can get the help that they need in extracurricular, and they can ask for it over the forums, and they can get anything from like editing of papers to tutoring sessions. I believe they're trying to bring in the news team on it as well to help with editing and like English department type skills. So right now we have some people that we're tutoring, and it's kind of just growing right now. It only came out like I think 2 weeks ago, maybe a little less. But hopefully it'll flourish into something that is completely unique to KSI and is helping the members just better themselves over time.
And I guess I'll let Darkness can go, because I'm sorry, Darkness.
No, you're fine. You hit the criminal crop right there. That's pretty much what we're here for and everything. Hopefully, in the next few weeks and everything, the word will get out that we actually have it here, and it's definitely a service that we can provide over here for the rest of KSI, and just to try us out and see what you get there. We've got a lot of experience behind these staff members here and stuff, so we're definitely underutilized and trying to get the word out right now.
Yep, and just one thing I do want to throw out, I guess, I've heard worse player complain about. I just want to make sure, with the ASC, it's a great thing. I've looked at these guys and girls that are, they all know what they're doing. They'll be able to help you. Just a reminder, though, if anything happens, they're going to teach you right. They're going to help you with what you need help with. They're going to, provide that extra support. But, just remember, if anything happens where, like, you fail a test or something like that, it's not at the fault of the ASC. I'm going to say that. Just remember, they know what they're doing. They'll be able to provide that support, but they are not your only option. They're not your only lifeline. You don't live and die on every word that they say. They're there for support. They're not there for, the entire structure.
Absolutely. And just to piggyback off of that, we're not going to write your papers for you. We're not going to do your work for you or anything like that. We will assist you with it and kind of guide you into the right direction and everything. We can't turn your papers in for you, so whatever you take from us, that's what you got to bring back to the classroom there, It's all about support, man.
Yep, we're all, I just wanted to put it there just to make sure everyone understands. So, we're getting ready to wind down this show. We're in the last 15 minutes of this. So, I feel like we budgeted our time out quite well. Illusion's done a great job of pestering me on Skype, reminding me of what time limits we have to meet, so I do thank him for that. I'll take this opportunity just to talk about the future of the weekly update, and I do want to, put this out there for, the community at large. The entire community is definitely welcome to participate in these weekly updates. We're not going to have the same panel week to week. We're going to try to switch it up and get different viewpoints, get different voices heard each and every week. And, within the next 24 hours or so, we're going to have something posted up in the productions area. I just want to make sure that's understood, productions area, where you can apply to become a panelist. The only reason we're asking for applications is so, one, we can kind of keep track of, who wants to do it so you don't get lost in translation. And number two, we do want, if you're going to, if you want to take a role in this, this is great. This is a great way to, get your voice heard, take part, hopefully a budding or a re-emerging KSI tradition of this weekly update. And we want to make sure that, the people that get on here have good things to say. We don't want people on here that are going to be disrespectful or rude. Only disrespectful and rude. We don't want people that are going to, embarrass themselves or, stain, KSI's name. We want these good voices with good intentions to come on here week to week and, take part in this. So we're going to have the application thread up in the productions area in the next 24 hours. Just to piggyback off of that real fast, we're not going to do it today because we are just getting started. But we're also going to do something a little bit new from anybody that remembers the weekly updates we used to do. When you apply, well, actually not when you apply, when you go, if you want to apply to be a panelist, by all means do that. We're going to have a second thread open for squad spotlights for the week. Basically, we're going to have people, if you want to get a squad from your division recognized, this thread will be a perfect opportunity for you to post up the squad and the division, and then, give us a little bit of a background about them. Why do they deserve to be the squad of the week? What have they done to, be merited as our, squad spotlight? So what has this squad done to go above and beyond to, really exemplify the KSI spirit and character, to get their name and get their, get their officer staff, get some of their members' names out there to the rest of the community, for other people to learn from. I know there's just amazing talent coming up through KSI. There's just great, emerging leaders. There's a lot that we can be proud of here. So I really, I hope that we can get the squad spotlight stuff going. We can, kind of, get people's accomplishments and achievements out there to the community. For future reference also, we'll try to remind everybody, this is not going to be the normal time nor the day for the weekly update. Starting next week, weekly updates will be on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. Did it today because this is, we wanted to get, started. We wanted to get kind of like a pilot episode out, kind of get some of the kinks all ringed out. And we're really, and we're going to be looking for different stuff throughout the week to talk about. So if, you see Illusion around or you see myself around and you might have an idea for something to be discussed on the update, by all means, send us a message. Or post in the productions area even. God, maybe we'll make a third thread. I don't know how many Illusion wants. But, there's always different things we can talk about going on through the community, to find, human interest, personal stories from anybody here that might have a great KSI story or, know, anything that, you know, they might, if you have a divisional tournament coming up, by all means we can announce it on here. You know, if you're going to do different sorts of stuff, if you want to recognize somebody, you know, put their name in here, and, you know, we'll try to get their name out through Twitch. Because, you know, it's an important part of what the weekly update's here for, to definitely, I don't know, we want to support each other. We want to make people know that what they're doing is not, you know, being done for nothing. You know, to be recognized during the weekly update, you know, is a huge honor, and it, you know, it'll definitely make you feel good about yourself to know that people are recognizing the outstanding work that you're doing. So, well, we got 10 minutes left, so we'll figure out what we want to talk about here. I do actually, you know what? We'll open up one last discussion question. This will be for anyone in this party, as well as anybody in the chat box. Here's the last discussion question we'll go out on, and we'll also do a Microsoft Point giveaway as well here soon. We'll post it up in the chat box for the you know, you lovelies that are out there listening to us. Where do you guys see KSI going in the next couple months? What do you see coming out of KSI in the next couple months as a result of all this stuff? So do you see KSI going, you know, through leaps and bounds? Do you see KSI maintaining the same level? You know, what do you see KSI becoming over the next couple months as a result of Halo 4 and Black Ops 2 dropping?
I can see us expanding just a little bit more. New games, new people, new audience. Yeah, definitely. Huge recruitment opportunity here for both games.
Yeah, I can see some growth because, like, at the end of, like, Reach, I got really bored, so, and I just got a message about joining KSI, so that's that. And it's, once, like, if you
okay, game.
to play alone on, like, Halo, it gets boring after a while, just playing by yourself. There'll be those people, like, a month after, they'll be like, oh, I have, like, no one to play with, of people that I talk to. So
Are you kidding me? Sometimes it actually is better to play alone on this game, because sometimes teammates, quite frankly, and this is an honest one, fuck over your great games, because it'll be that one where you've been going really nicely, you haven't fucked up, you haven't been killed yet, then your teammate decides, I'm going to stand next to you jumping up and down when there's snipers, and you get fucked up.
Sounds like Lucy wants to play right to the side.
Doing right now, I'm determined to get that fucking 18 in the game, but yeah, if I do it with friends, somebody just sits there and is like, yeah, I don't give a fuck if we're all going to try and get the 18, we're just going to kill you to win, because, lol, it'll be an easy win.
You know, but, you know, and I'll tell you guys real fast just what I feel about where I think KSI is going to go over the next couple months. This excitement has definitely reinvigorated a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people throughout GZ and, you know, a couple of the other divisions. And I think, yeah, we can all admit that things were getting a little bit boring, and it wasn't really anything KSI related. I mean, we cannot control when games drop. We just cannot develop our own in Halo 4.5 and just drop it. So, you know, we can't control that, but I really believe, you know, I'm looking at people coming out of, you know, retirement, coming back. I'm seeing people that have been, you know, somewhat inactive but said, hey, I'll be back for Halo 4. Yeah, they held true to their word. They're coming back for Halo 4. I see amazing growth, and I don't just mean growth numbers-wise. I really think that this is a great impetus for the growth of leaders here in KSI. I think this is a great chance for people to emerge and really show what they're made of. I know, like I said, my guys in GZ, I'm sure that they've gotten quite sick already in just 1 week of hearing me talk about it. But they'll get to hear it again. Because, you know, I've been trying to tell them this is where you can really separate yourself. This is really where you can make the KSI, you know, you can make what KSI stands for, you can make it reality for sure. There's so much excitement going around. There's so many chances to recruit in new members so you can have new people to play with. So many chances for, you know, if you do desire to move up in the ranks, to go where you want to go simply by putting in the dedication and the effort, you know, and really enjoying yourself playing the game with a community and a family. It gets along. You know, we don't always agree with each other, but, you know, we damn sure do respect each other. You know, just I enjoy playing with every one of you. I know you guys, all have your people in KSI you love playing with. And then this is a great opportunity now to kind of bring that family back together, Halo 4 is great, and Black Ops 2 comes out. Like I said, I'll probably be getting that. And, I see KSI doing great things. I really do. I think, if we move forward 6 months, I think you'll see KSI at 6,000 plus members. I think you'll see, divisions booming, squads booming. I think you'll see just great stuff coming out. The landscape is going to be changing, but I can guarantee you it will be changing for the best. And I honestly believe that, if you ask anybody in this party, they'll probably agree with me that, things are going to only continue to go upward.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, and I think most of you guys can
One last thing that I want to add in is that for those of you who don't already know, the Clan Ops Information Center has been revised completely, and that is available as the first banner under the fleet section. And it basically has like everything you need to know, and it's worded incredibly easily, and it's just great. So check it out if you need any info regarding Clan Ops.
I believe Lucy loves to hear that. He's not just.
I actually just kind of went and clicked on the section. I was about to go and flip my shit of whoever the fuck is touching my shit best have a fucking good reason. I was actually about to go fucking murder a bitch. I'm kind of possessive about shit when I formatted it. When people then start editing shit without asking, it's that just irritates the fuck out of me. And I finished in 5th place. Motherfucking shit.
So, thank you guys for all you guys listening, and thank you very much for all the panel here. This first episode, we've thrown it together somewhat hastily. By all means, give us suggestions for what to do next week. Give us your input. Let us
Get
know
drunk.
what you want.
Get naked.
Yeah. We could put me on Skype next week, and hopefully have a good hair day again. But we can definitely. This weekly update is, news and events and information for KSI. It's not just what we want to talk about. It's not just what I want to talk about. If it was what I wanted to talk about, we would spend an hour talking about waffles and syrup. But, this is...
Don't lie.
KSI,
You talk about sitting on Sarah's lap, probably.
Probably. Well, we'd have to get Paul in here, too. But I digress. This is for KSI. This is for you guys. The information, the news that you guys want, you definitely, like I said, go give us information in the next, like I said, when we get these threads up in the productions area, go in there and tell us what you want to hear. Tell us about things that you want us to talk about, and we'll do our best to make it, for you guys. It's for KSI. It's not just for us. So with that being said, Illusion, I believe you can probably take us out unless you want to do your giveaway while we just bullshit in the party. But that's pretty much all we got for today. So thank you very much, KSI.
Dun, 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 dun.